Alright, so we are in the airport, and this is a special video because we are going to go travel with the Apple Vision Pro. I'm going to sit in the terminal with it, use it a little bit, then I'm going to get on the plane and try to use it in the plane. I brought my AirPods Pro, which should connect to it, and let's see how it goes. I'm going to watch something on it, I'm going to listen to music on it, and I'm going to try to use the feature where you can use your MacBook Pro and connect it to the Vision Pro and use that as your screen. So then the screen on your MacBook is blacked out and you can work on whatever, but you see it only on the Vision Pro. So let's get it on and go test this out. I hope this is the first person flying with the Apple Vision Pro. Also, there's a setting for traveling, so it'll try to stabilize a little bit better when you are on a plane. You can't be walking or anything with it or moving, but if you're on in something that's moving, such as a car, plane, bus, subway, and you're using it, it'll try to at least keep things in place even with all the movement, probably so that you don't get motion sickness using it, which is a possibility. Alright, so we're gonna try to put this thing on in the airport. My flight is about to board, so we gotta do it quick. So I'm gonna take it out of the case. Get off the nice, ooh, that came off pretty easily. Get this off, put this all back together. And we're gonna attach the power cable here. Alright, and now it's going to boot up. At this point, I had to be pretty quick and try and download some shows and movies. Unfortunately, I realized that I didn't have the right Disney Plus account to download stuff, and when I tried to download stuff for Apple TV, the internet was just not quick enough, and my flight was boarding at this point. The line was getting pretty long in front of me, and I just wasn't able to get it downloaded, and you'll see that later when I'm in the plane and I realize that not even one episode finished. But it was super cool to use in the airport. Of course, I noticed some people looking at me, but that's okay. And the experience was very high quality in terms of the apps staying anchored to where I put them. The virtual environment, and now I have no idea that I'm on an airplane at all, and I can just be in my own world and check the stock market and watch my videos. So this is kind of a game changer for travel for sure, because it makes even an economy seat feel like you're in your own office and you can do stuff. Now, you probably need to be able to connect to Wi-Fi, so I should have done this on a different plane. But anyways, so as you can see here, we have the app drawer open, and I tried to open up Apple TV and realized that my show did not download while I was in the airport. So that was a big mistake. However, you can download movies on Disney Plus, on Apple TV Plus, and watch them on airplane mode. I do suggest that you do that beforehand, because if not, this thing is kind of useless. But you'll see I'll open up a few more things, so you can still open up your files, your photos, and use those while on the go. And there's some really great content on Apple TV Plus for the Vision Pro, such as that highlighting video. It's about 15 minutes. I did watch it, and it's pretty cool the way they filmed it and all when you watch it on the Vision Pro. Now, there is a limited amount of Vision Pro apps available on the App Store. Some of the games that have been developed for it are quite good, like Jetpack Joyride and Fruit Ninja, which are pretty comprehensive, but you definitely need a lot of space for Fruit Ninja. Here you can see me watching a video from the Vision Pro that I had taken while still at home. You'll also notice that I was trying to record myself, but that video was totally lost. And so here we are recording it afterwards. But I turn on the fully immersive landscapes. I'm in Yosemite right now. And the cool thing is, if it's night or day, it'll automatically adjust to that. However, I set it to light just to show on the video. Now, when you're also watching a video in the Photos app, or you're watching a video on YouTube and you make it full screen, or any other platform, it will actually dim everything around you so that you focus more on the video. Now when I look over at the Stocks app, it's bright again, so you gotta get that normal experience. So this is a really cool way to enjoy the Apple Vision Pro on an airplane, because you don't feel like you're on an airplane anymore, especially if you have noise canceling on, and you can have all your windows open and really immerse yourself in the whole experience, which is truly incredible to be a part of. Okay, got it on. The tracking is working. It's working. When you put it on in an airplane, it will try to track, and then it'll fail a couple times, and then it will ask you, do you want to put in travel mode, and you got to put yes. Okay, we're in the air. Let's try out the Mac feature and trying to edit a video. So this part of it is a bit of a fail. I don't know if it was due to just software issues or being on a plane, but I just could not get it to connect to my laptop. I kept getting an error that the Vision Pro is timing out, and also sometimes the tracking would fail in the middle of it. Now, I do mention later on that I tried this at home and it works, but it was really unfortunate that I couldn't get this to work while on the plane. I actually tried it a few times, unplugging the Vision Pro, plugging it back in, letting it reboot, and same with my laptop, but it just didn't seem to fix the problem. So kind of unfortunate on that end. I didn't get to show you what it looks like on an airplane, but I will say, and I did do a short about this actually, it does work very well, and even when you're in a car. So it is incredible when it works, and it's pretty unfortunate when it doesn't. But when it does work, you can make it huge. Even if you have a 14-inch MacBook Pro, it'll feel like a bigger one. So I'm trying to connect right now, and it's failed a couple times. Either you have to have the Wi-Fi on, so I turn it on, and then it'll just time out. So it just timed out again. I wonder, let's take it out of airplane mode. Okay, and then we'll go here, click on Mac Virtual Display again. This is the first time I'm trying to do this, actually. No, I didn't even try to do it at home. It's been a crazy day trying to make content for this. But yeah, it just keeps failing. So once I get it working, I'll get you back on here. So as I mentioned, I never actually got it to work again. But next, you'll see some pretty cool experiences when I use the fully immersive apps. The fully immersive apps are definitely the best for the plane, just because you don't feel like you're there anymore. And it's very good considering we have a small amount of space, so definitely be aware of that. And don't be like me and hit my face on it, as you'll see. Okay, so now we're in the stargazing, and so I am fully immersed. I don't see the real world except for my hands. And we are looking at all the constellations. And I hit the wall. So that'll happen. It'll go out. But it looks like we are in Seattle. And really cool. You can see all the constellations. Pick them up, put them somewhere, read about it. I mean, this is insane. This is really insane. I'm gonna read the history about Draco, the dragon. This will be. Who is this? Wow. Okay, this is incredible. And you're doing this on an airplane. If I put in my AirPods, go noise canceling, I'm fully in this world, and I'm not aware of me flying in a middle tube at 30,000 feet, so it's pretty incredible. All right, so after the flight, I wanted to do a little recap. So I flew to Vegas, came back, and now I'm doing this video as I'm editing just to give my full thoughts about the experience while flying. Now, it's incredible. I think once you have things downloaded or you have access to Wi-Fi, the world is really your oyster with this thing. As you saw, and I kind of spoke about it earlier during the parts with the MacBook, of course it wasn't working, but since then I have gotten it to work and it's pretty incredible. I'll put a little bit of that here as I speak, but it's truly an immersive experience. Once I was done kind of filming with it, I just left it on and kept playing with it. I put my AirPods in, and once you have your AirPods in connected to it, noise canceling on, and you're in the experience, it's truly something special. If you fly a lot, I think this is a big game changer for the overall experience, especially if you're trying to get work done. You pull out your laptop and you put this thing on, you're in your own world. You can twist the dial, go into fully immersive. You don't even feel like you're in a plane anymore. You can be working, the people next to you don't see it, and you can still have other windows open next to you for other things. So you'll have your MacBook there, maybe you have your Apple Music there, and maybe you have your email open over there. But it's really incredible for flying. I think that's one of the best use cases I've found so far. Of course, it's great in the home and everything, but just being able to immerse yourself and get yourself out of the experience of being in an airplane is really incredible if you want to get some work done or just enjoy a movie. You put it into cinema mode once you start playing something, and it really feels like you're in a cinema. And you can even change if you want to be sitting up on the balcony, if you're sitting down on the ground level, and you can even say, do you want to sit in the front, the middle, or the back of the theater? And it actually adjusts your perspective of the movie in that way. So really cool in that sense if you want to just enjoy some entertainment that you've downloaded or you're streaming while on the plane. So overall verdict, it is great. Sometimes it is a bit finicky when there's turbulence or you're just first trying to get it into travel mode. But once you get into travel mode, it's really great. It holds things in position pretty well. And if you're fully immersed, then it does a lot better job. It's really when you're trying to blend the two modes. Another issue I found and briefly discussed was low light. So when you're using this in low light, considering it's a nighttime flight, that was where it did struggle a little bit more. It is pretty good considering how little light there was, but once I turned on the reading light, it helped quite a bit in terms of the tracking and making sure it didn't give me that error of unable to track as often. And of course, on my flight back, it was a daytime flight, so it did do a lot better, but I actually just used it as a eye cover to sleep on that flight because I wanted to get so much content the night before, catch my video of me walking around Las Vegas, but I didn't really sleep, so I slept on the plane. I just put it on, left even the cover on, and just used it as an eye shade to sleep. I had the whole row to myself. But in any case, overall verdict on the plane, it's fantastic. And is it worth $3,500 just for that experience? It really depends. If you're someone like a consultant, someone that flies a lot, or someone who just wants to level up their flying experience, then I think it's pretty cool, pretty great. A lot better with Wi-Fi, of course, but because you can't download Netflix, Spotify, YouTube videos just yet because they don't have apps for it. But if you're good with just Apple TV, then or Disney Plus, it's pretty awesome. Anyway, I'm trying to put out a lot of Apple Vision Pro content, be some of the firsts out there. So thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and go watch another video.